Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we're back with another exciting episode of Crusader Kings 2, Habsburg, Millennium. And where we last left off, at the very end of last episode, the Lower Crown Law Revolution began. We've got our 5,600 man army. It's time to start wrecking shit, if you will. So first things I want to do is obviously take care of the Imperial holding that's still in my lands. Bergeon here is definitely not going to remain or have any holdings going to the Empire. To the Honorable Duke Otto, blessings upon you and your house. We would like to appoint you as Marshal. I will accept that because that becomes my ambition fulfilled, which is lovely. We can try to have a son, but I'm not necessarily, quote-unquote married to the idea. What I am going to do, though, considering the current state of affairs, is switch my focus to war. Seeing as how we are fighting. Whoa! Well, why? I don't want to be in Altmark to train troops. I want to be in Burgundy to lead my forces. Okay, we have 4 commanders in Argau to scheme. All right. We'll put you there. And that at least, well, that not only gives me a far better commander, but now let's see. My body may be sapless and infirm, but my mind is as healthy as ever. Wonderful. That is not at all what I wanted. And an incredibly young age to become infirm. I wonder if that was some kind of failed military campaign or something. I don't know. Regardless, we're able to hack down these military forces. Come on, clear them out. Countess Anneliese of Geneva has been released. Finally! Finally! Now get Peter out of the goddamn prison too, would you? I swear. Some people's kids. What do we got? You, Sir Gebhard, my grandson. Is he the eldest? He is. With an intrigue focus. Okay, well, we will educate him. A traveling poet who calls himself a bard arrived today. A good-for-nothing nobody. If he does anything wrong, I will break every bone in his body. Or he can just stay for as long as he likes. Who doesn't like music? Alright, we've got numerical advantage coming into that Imperial stack there. So hopefully we can hack them down. Ah, damn Imperial reinforcements. Well, there goes the revolution, ladies and gentlemen. My grandson Gebhard is not exerting himself in his studies. I am starting to despair. Talk to him about being diligent. Well, at least he's not slothful anymore. How many revolutions is this guy facing? Just the one. So I wonder why they're showing up as gray and not allied. It doesn't make any sense to me. Can we safely disband these troops? Yes. The reason I'm disbanding the troops is so obviously they can refill and we can get back with a decent army. We're sitting at 22%, so things are going okay. the main stack of the rebel army is still intact. So that's good. Although it looks like they just lost. Well, we got the numbers, and that's what matters. My mission to Oberbaron has so far been a success. Lovely. I like that, despite being on different sides of the Civil War, the Duke of Bavaria and I can agree that being autos is pretty awesome. And, I mean, thankfully the troops replenish relatively quickly. At least my own troops do. One other thing I should check is on my retinue. Still far too low. Knocking things over. That's always fun to do when you've got a microphone recording the noises going on around you. I mean, I hate to put a cut in while we're fighting a war, but I'm not exactly doing much. So there isn't much to go around other than sit here and watch, you know, sieges tick down. Although it doesn't even look like this guy's... Oh no, he is. He is laying siege to the province. That's good. It'd be nice to see it, but what can you do? Alright, so our vassals are almost up, and then it's just a matter of getting our own domain troops replenished as well. And yeah, I think I will be back when I've got the troops up, or, well, we'll finish this merchant caravan from distant lands arriving. We'll let him in. As evening falls, the fat merchant sits by the fire and regales you and the rest of the court with stories of his travels. Tell me more about Hindustan. It sounds like a neat place. Oh, we got a free eunuch named Jibril. So let's check out the eunuch. Jibril. He's not exactly the best at anything, really. So he can happily chill in court, but I doubt I'll make use of him at all. So yeah, I'm going to put a cut in here, and I will be back when we've got our troops ready, or some event happens in the war, or something exciting. We'll see you guys shortly. Alright, so we've let time tick by a little bit, and the war's gone a little worse than I would have liked. We lost our control of Baden. We're still working away at this, although I've got no idea how well that siege is going, and obviously Imperial troops have come into Bergen, so we should have a numerical advantage here. Let's just hold down control. When you're raising your levies, and you've got, say, an army occupying a land where you will get troops, if you hold down control, you will avoid raising any army in a province that's under control of, or you will, why can't I think of the way to put this? You won't raise troops where there's enemy troops. That's about as basic as I can get. Come on, guys, let's go. Come on. Come on. There we go. So we've got numerical superiority here, and we will go with Rudolf in the center, and Eckbert on the right flank, Gebhard on the left, and we do have double the troops, basically. So this should be relatively easy. Whoops. It helps if I unpause the game. So we connect. And really, that center should collapse first. And it does. There must be more to life than this. I am no longer content. That's good. I mean, you know, when you reach a certain age, it's fine to be content. And now we can actually raise the troops from Bergen here and add them to the mix. and probably follow this guy to end him. Like so. So that's good, and then we can come into Metz. We'll get some money from our holdings. Sure, yeah, go tackle that troop. There we go, relatively easily. We'll go take care of these Upper Lorrainian troops. Relatively easily. We shouldn't have to go into hiding, because that plot should just end. There we go. We'll go hunt down those guys. And none of this is adding to the war score, which is surprising. As we cut down Imperial troops. Liège. Come on, get to Liège. More troops in Argau. Lovely. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just go for the capital then. That looks simple enough. A letter has arrived from the Holy Father. He demands that we release Prince Bishop Rutger from our prison and submit to the will of God. I bend my knee for the throne of St. Peter, or I am Duke! I think I'll bend my knee. That's the safest, sanest option. Brunhilde is no longer being educated by Rudolf. It looks like because Rudolf may have suffered an injury. He is incapable, and he's got an amazing repertoire. Oh, that is not good. Okay, there you go. And you need an education, and it looks like in military matters. Although we'll send you to Ingra. Why not? There we go. Now, thankfully, the Empire just raised troops, so we've only got less than 1,000 men guarding that castle. I am always worried, though, that they'll throw together, with little vassal armies of 500 or 20 or whatever, that the Empire will still be able to throw together a large enough force to screw with us, basically. But time will tell. And I'm hoping also that taking the imperial capital of Jülich here will boost the war score considerably. I caught my young ward Gebhard torturing a rat behind the stables today. Talk to him about kindness. You've gained the kind trait. Excellent. Domenico Knudsen claims that he would be a better court chaplain than Bishop Hartwig, and petitions that he should be. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that does look good, so you're my court chaplain now. Congratulations. And we shall send you to the papacy to improve religious relations with the Pope. So there you go. What a worldly duke we are with a Swede. I think he's Swedish. Danish. Same thing. Don't leave angry comments. telling me how Swedes are different than Danes. I'm well aware. Oh. I feel a sneeze coming on, which is never a good thing. So we'll just get ourselves prepared with a Kleenex, just in case I need it. Come on, siege down Ulrich already. Well, we've almost got Flaz there completely under our control. At about 900, almost 1,000 Imperial troops marching around, but that still leaves us with a numerical advantage. The Siege of Ulrich was worth 5. So we can see that it's the battles that are going to get us the most war score. However, there's not going to be any big battles anymore because just of the nature of the fight now. There we go. Let's head back this way. And we still have double the troops, but we will have a river crossing penalty, which... Right? Or maybe we don't. I also need to see why I don't have a commander on my left flank anymore. Because we need a commander on the left flank. Eckbert, Gebhard, Ferdinand, there you go. And I guess we might as well just siege down the rest of Ulrich here. I don't think the Imperial armies are going to be enough of a threat. Hopefully this falls soon. I wish I could see. The good burghers of I don't care. You're doing a great job. I love you. Let's flatter and soothe these people. Okay, so we have a peasant revolt, which is likely to come for me. Can we get out of there in enough time? No. So we're gonna wind up losing this rebellion because another rebellion wants to fight. Even with the river crossing, oh, maybe not. We had a jolly great time, dressed up as wild men, dancing chained together and appearing shaggy and hairy from head to foot. Too bad the fun was interrupted when a careless person was set on fire. The pain! Oh, but it was worth it. I was saved from any greater harm by a courtier. Some fool poured spirits over me. I guess we'll go with that. He's wounded. Infirm and wounded. I don't know how he was up getting all hairy coated and dancing around like a crazy drunkard. My wife Ida has avoided me for some time now, and the rare occasion when we meet have turned from the nights of passion I remember to evenings of arguments and disagreement. It did not come as a shock when she told me she no longer loves me, but it hurt more than I thought it would. We are wife and husband. What need for love? Well, I'm impressed we were able to defeat the other rebellion there. I guess them in a single stack with us having a properly spread out front, along with them probably being mostly light troops. Romilda of Holy Roman Revolt is publicly denouncing me as a traitor, claiming to have witnesses that can testify against me. I could be arrested or even have my titles revoked over this. Are you effing kidding me? I'm a traitor? Despite sieging down the capital of the freaking empire we're revolting against? No, ma'am. Well, I mean, I guess technically, yes, I am a traitor, but no more than she is. Insanity. And this is all just so I can go to war to get the Count of Valais. That's it. As it stands right now, that's the only reason why this revolt is even happening. It's insanity to the extreme. Hey! Jesus has granted King Harold of Soriar victory in the crusade for Jerusalem against Caliph Muhammad IV. Pope Sergius VI has called for a month of celebration across the whole Christian world. So we've got the Kingdom of Jerusalem that does now exist. And thanks to Norwegians. So thank you, Norway. The Christian world will forever be indebted to you. Wow. Here I am, sitting there drinking, and I left the game paused. And many apologies. I'm going to let this tick up a bit more, but then we will put our troops together for some more reinforcements. What do we got? Peter von Habsburg, my grandson, the second son. Looks like he could do to get quite the military education, so we will send him to Hugo for that. There we go. I'm wondering, it might not be a bad idea to improve relations with my rebellious liege, just to kind of prove I'm not a traitor as I sit here laying siege to the imperial capital. You have a new heir. If your character dies, now you will play as Gebhard von Habsburg. Duke Otto has retired from the world at age 52. He died bedridden and infirm. Long live Duchess Beatrix. So let's take a look at our vassals. Okay, I'm impressed, actually. Quite a few vassals are okay with me. The worst off, of course, is my sister, who obviously has claim to my holdings. But yeah, that's okay. Everything's looking just fine. We got 2 sons and a daughter. So I don't think becoming Queen of Burgundy just yet is a good idea. But we will go with a war focus, obviously, because we are still fighting our father's war. The good news is we shouldn't be considered a traitor anymore. We got some council positions to set up, so we will put in Hartwig, I guess, and send him to the Pope. There we go. And what else is going on here? Weak claims, we'll sort those out. Successor nomination. Why is... Because we're a rebellion, I guess? Nominate... Okay, well, nominate Gebhard. There we go. 3 children are lacking. Now here is where I just get a little frustrated with inheritance and things of that nature. Just having to go through and re-educating children again. Fine. What else we got? No. Then we've got Gebhard, my heir, who I'm looking will probably want a good diplomatic education. I don't want him to become Greek, though. And so, well, I guess I'll have to do it myself. Although I like having the heir educated by someone else. And Peter, you can get an education from Hugo. Why not? I think you were already being educated by Hugo, so I don't know why I had to tell you to do that again. We don't really have an ambition to pick up, and we need some commanders. Gebhard and Ionis. We won't bother about those as of yet. I am surely with child. There's a sentence I never thought I would say in my life. Yeah, that would be another 2,000 men, which would be very helpful. I think what I'll do, though, is take the Imperial capital and then see if I can get my army home. Maybe cut through as many Imperial armies along the way as we can. Ermagerd has become a mastermind theologian. How big is the Kingdom of Rus? Fairly big, but also incredibly distant. I'm not sure they would actually be all that helpful as an ally. Hungary is falling apart. Oh no, it's just that color is very, very close to Severin here. Right. Anyway, I need... get myself distracted. Ermagerd, you need a husband, and I think we will go with... Ooh, why not? The Duke of Aquitaine. Right, and you're not in line for any sort of inheritance, I don't think. Yeah, just the weak claim on Burgundy, which means, I mean, obviously the Duke of Aquitaine might be able to come along and lay claim to the duchy at a later date, but we'll see. A decree has been issued confirming the formation of a new religious military order, the Knights of St. John. The Knights, who have already protected and cared for sick pilgrims in Jerusalem for some time, now have the full weight of the Catholic Church behind them. Congratulations, Crusader Order. Oh, we got some technology to invest in. Well, let's take a look at the world map here. Shipbuilding, we don't... So it's really between heavy infantry and light infantry. And I'm going to suggest that heavy infantry might be the way to go. So if we take a look, we just got a little bit lighter, more in line with everybody there, and I guess we could do both. So let's get light infantry as well, and you can see we're like the whitest in the area. What else do we want? Noble customs might not be a bad idea. I'm always a fan of Majesty, but getting that feudal vassal opinion up is good. We don't need to worry about tolerance. I mean, the different culture, maybe, but different religion is not going to be a thing in our area. At least it shouldn't be, unless the world goes all topsy-turvy. I think we're going to go with noble customs here. Just get that up. And shipbuilding, yeah, what a waste. We don't need to worry about shipbuilding just yet. Who are you? Baloney! That's who. Food and supplies have been smuggled into Prüm. Oh, you jerkwads. You're just delaying the inevitable. Although they are amassing quite a force, that's for sure. Alright. That's the capital safely in our hands. Let's see if we can slowly work ourselves down to our own lands. A noble has distinguished himself in battle. Perhaps I can make use of him. Ludolf! Let's see. Court. Ludolf von Schweiss. He's not all that great. He may have had a moment of amazingness in the sun. What do we got here? Flemish Holy War for Brandt. King Lars in the Swedish War to make Kaiser Wiegerish of the Holy Roman Empire tribute. Oh, really? That would be exciting, I think. Let's get you in Argau. I also noticed that the Emperor happens to be a different faith. A daughter was born to Duchess Beatrix of Upper Burgundy and Prince Gebhard, named Gerhild. Perfect. Patience is a virtue, but sometimes it gets on my nerves. My son Gebhard never loses his temper, always waiting patiently for a chance to retaliate. patient. One of my most favorite green traits. As you can see, it's a boost to intrigue, diplomacy, stewardship, and learning, and a defensive plus 20%. Gebhard's turning out great. Let's go ahead and raise up all the troops that we can. Get everybody together. And we're in the 70s now, so things are starting to look good. Also, coming from Argao going north, we should be able to hit this area without a river crossing penalty. And we've got double the troops. So it's just a matter now of kicking ass and taking names. I'm going to put Beatrix in the center. She should do a fairly good job. A skilled tactician with a defense bonus, bravery bonus, martial bonus. We'll march into Nordgau. Renew Jihad. The holy city of Jerusalem, where the prophet was taken up to heaven, has fallen to infidels. His magnificent Caliph Shuja will not let this stand and has declared that another era of great conquests is upon us, such as was the case in the days of the first caliphs. The Dar al-Islam must be defended. All righteous Muslim men should prepare to join the ranks of the Mujahideen for the upcoming struggles. This signals a renewed era of Islamic expansion. The Bektashi order, a Sufi sect of dervishes, has arisen under the leadership of a certain Hajj Bakhtish Wali, a mystic from Khorasan. Striving for unity of being, Bektashis train the soul through meditation and contemplation of the inner meaning of the Quran. So I think that's just another Muslim holy order. And watch out, Imperial troops, we are upon you! And how embarrassing is this going to be for Duke Wilhelm here, and Adamar, and Otto, to be defeated by a girl? Suck it. For some reason, wiping out the Imperial army did nothing for the war score. I don't know why, but it didn't. That sucks. But it is what it is. At least we've secured that, and I guess we might as well start working our way down. Actually, let's clear out our own land first. I should have done that a long time ago. Of course, capturing the capital was just far too tempting. That should be an easy wipe. And now we'll just sit here and siege down Montbéliard. Ooh, this episode has gone on a while. Okay, I am going to leave the video here, and I will be back momentarily. For me, it'll be maybe a day for you. But, yeah, thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.